Proverbs, Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 4. Who has ascended up into heaven or descended? Who has gathered the wind in his fist? Who has bound the water in his garment? Who has established all ends of the earth? What is his name, and what is his son's name, if thou can tell? I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Ha, Kudash. The water Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for giving us the apostles and the elders of great millstone who deserve double honors, rightfully so. Shalom to the Akim, pushing words and sincerity and truth and being faith-based and being prepared for what is to come and what is to come. Race wars, famine, concentration camps, the Alpha Egypt, the mark of the beast, 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord of the whole four elect into the chambers. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens, rightfully so. Hey, I brought this out of the course of this video. Just a vessel seeking salvation out of this filthy place, spiritually known as Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, and Babylon, all mixed in one with the rest of the customs it had taken on that's unrighteous. So this was the question I was asked, say Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I was asked this question by my, she's a grown woman now, but my little sister. I don't know that she called me and asked me this question. But through the whole ordeal, I was going through a situation that just came out of nowhere. But a man's going is none of his own. Let's get that verse real fast. Spot here. 1 second. Hey, Shalom. So, like I was saying, so my little sister calls me, she know I read the Bible, on the highways and hedges. And, so the question was asked. She called me out of nowhere. I'm going through all the things I was going through up to this day, right? All these things was happening to me simultaneously. Boom, 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 boom. Like back to back, simultaneously, certain things was happening. I was like, wow. I had the comfort of the brothers. I was calling the brother. They was paying for me. Some of the days we was able to fellowship, and I was on the phone with a few brothers from different states, and I was with the brothers in New York, and we fellowshipped a little bit. So I was getting comfort as I was going through these things. So I got this call, and the question was asked, what? This is how she asked me. I haven't spoken to my sister in quite a while. Maybe, I don't know. Can't call her how long. So she calls me. She says, hey, how you doing? Hey, can I ask you a question? That's how she asked me. I said, what's up? What's going on? Everything all right? She said, yeah. I just want to know, what's Jesus' real name? So that was a comforting moment for me. For me to be able to explain who Yahweh, why Yahushua is. So I was able to, me and her used to, argue over the situation. I say, when I first was coming into the truth, no, she said, oh, God love everybody. But now she's realizing God don't love everybody. God damn near don't love his own people. What should I say? 2/3 are going to be put to death. Okay, 1/3 is going to make it to the fire. That's the remnant. So, I read, which is very spiritual. I just saw this verse. I read this verse to her. So I told her, I said, listen, before we go any further, we got to go, find out certain situations. So I went into this verse. I went to this verse first. I went to Matthew chapter because this is very, to me, this is a very powerful verse. I really like this verse, and it really clarifies a lot enough. If you, because she's a very smart lady, you know, she's a dad, you know, she got, you know, she got certificates and degrees and all that, so you can't be stupid. Don't play yourself stupid, because then you're just stupid to yourself, you know. So I read this verse to us. So I read Matthew chapter 1 verse 21. I read this one to us. So hold on, let me get real fast. Let me go to it. So I was just amazed. Like, I got the phone call during my ordeal, during the shit I was going through. I went through a lot. You know, a lot of brothers already know what happened. You know, I'm not gonna go in depth right now, but it was very powerful stuff. And for her to call me and to ask me this question, it really helped me out. Like, oh, the Lord want me to still do His will, and that's how I took it. All right. So before I read this verse, I'm gonna read this verse here. All right. It says, what the hell was that? Jeez. Yeah, I just found the verse. You got it? Hold on for a second. Just fell off the page. All right, so this is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. A man's going are of the Lord Yahweh Shah. How can a man then understand his own way? So, like I said, I don't understand my own way because it's not of me, you know. And I truly believe that because how I was able to expound on the Lord's name, Yahweh El Shah. I love saying that name. Yahweh, Yah means and, Yahweh Shah. Yahweh El Shah, Ba'ashem Kwadash, and the Holy Spirit. I love them names. Them names, oh, another verse that's popped in my head. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. And the fear, I'm going to get that one too. Just give me a second. So, you know, how can a man understand his ways? And for her calling me, she didn't understand. She didn't know what she was getting. Guiding her. She just called me out of clear blue and called me. Don't understand why she was calling me. She didn't know. But when I got the call, I knew. I knew it right then and there, based upon how me being brought up in this ministry under the greatest men that Yahweh Shemel Shah has set upon the earth, the great millstone. So we got to call it what it is. You can feel upset all you want, but that's what it is. All right. And based upon my situation, the whole thing that was happening, and the only one that helped me was the brotherhood. Through the spirit of Yahweh Shah. The only one that got me to the next stage. Because I couldn't call nobody else. Because I tell you, if I would have called anybody else, they would have been like, nah, I ain't got it. I ain't wrong with the hell, blah, blah, blah. You know? And I was able to get to the next stage. Based upon, and I tell you, and it's you know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That was Tuesday she called me. I already went through so much hell getting to Tuesday. And right now, time is 1:48 a.m. December 29th, 2022, Thursday. December 29th, 2022, the year to turn up. And things is turning up quite well. And at this point, we got to gird up our loins and be men. Be men about this. Be men. You know, one of the brothers asked me, he said, "You got a great sense of humor because all this shit is happening to you." And this assignment, it was amazing. So a man's going is not of his own. This is Yahweh El Shah's show. We are just actors in it, or vessels in this movie. But we're gonna get what they call, in the world they call Oscars and Grammys and stuff. We're gonna get crowns if we are the ones that survived this. You know. So the Lord already, the ones that survived is already predestined. The Lord already got them. All right. So I was able to explain go into a little depth into the Lord's name and stuff like that. And it was beautiful. The question she asked me that question, and then she's like, "Oh, how do you spell it?" I didn't get into the depth of what she was going through. I don't know what the hell she was going through. But she was so intrigued about the name of Yahweh Shemel Shah, and I got the info on it. You know, I got the insight on it, on the name. Okay, so I was so grateful, even though it made me forget about my situations. But we're not saved yet, and we ain't out the woods. So Abaratazah, I'm one of those men. The Lord, get up out of here. You know. So how can a man understand his own way? Because we don't. She didn't understand. Even a woman don't understand her own. She didn't know why she was calling me. She didn't know my situation. I didn't even tell her what happened. Because what is going to benefit me? You know. What is it? Is she going to benefit me? Is she going to give me some? I don't think so. I don't think she's going to. I don't. And the people in this world don't really want you to have anything. But she wanted the information I got. The righteous now, and she's like, oh, she said, you've been doing this for a long time, because she knows that I've been in the Bible for quite a while. So that was very powerful. It was a very powerful phone call based upon my situation. Oh, it's just something. Oh man, it was something I just saw. So anyway, so I was just looking up certain, for my own, going through certain things in the blue letter, and lo and behold, I found exactly how you say Yahweh Shai name. It's the proper characters, because it's characters. They how you say they the first letter is a head of an animal. You got, if you go over it, you can be able to see how they look. Like the A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Za, I, Pa, Ta, Za, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Fa. So, but the modern alphabets, which is the Assyrian Hebrew, they're a little fancy. They're a little fancy. So the Wadi Abashim Al Shah for giving us the apostles giving apostles the information to be able to get the blue letter, because now we could be able to go in depth in it, and it's not hidden. We got it. It was given to us through the spirit of Abashim Al Shah. So I was just looking at, I was looking at Joshua's name, and Moses. Where was that? Let's see. I was looking at Yahweh's name, which it was said, right? Exodus, right? Exodus chapter 3, verse 13. So, just to get to the point, I mean, the Lord told Moses his name, and she said, "Oh, she said, oh, his name is I am that I am." No, I said his name is Yahweh. No, I am. It's just like another title. He's explaining exactly what his name is. But if you read it, you'll see it if it's clear to you. If the Lord wants you to see it. So I went back to it. I just went back to it, when I got home, and I was just going over it. I was just thinking all day. Like, I was just thinking, meditating on all this. And the title of this video kept popping in my head. What is Jesus' real name? What is Jesus' real name? So, all right. So, I was going to read Matthews, right? So, Matthew chapter 21. Chapter 1, verse 21. All right. So I read up this verse, right? I said it's in Matthew chapter 1, verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name, right? They got Jesus there. So she said, I said, so Jesus not his name? She said, no, that's not his name. So now she's saying this because she was always saying, and I was always tell her, like, listen, you gotta go, that was my sister. And I guess it was practice, after you preach, after you tell everybody in your household, because when I first got the truth, I went to my family. I went to my mother. I said, why you didn't tell me this was in the Bible? Because, I learned it. So that first person I could say, my father wasn't around, so he passed away when I was 13. So I went to her. So, and this stuck out. A lot of verses I was being taught. And so I learned the name wasn't, because this ain't proper English, Jesus. It's just a bunch of letters put together. So, and thou shalt call his name Yahweh Shai. So she asked me, what is Jesus' real name? That's what she asked me. What is Jesus' real name? So it was a very powerful moment when she called me, because this is what got me to the point where I'm at now. Yahweh Shai. That where I'm at now. This is all the stuff that was happening. That I could tell you, all the stuff that was happening was crazy, but when she called me with this, I was like, wow. And I was with a brother. I was talking to a brother right before that, and his name is Cleve, the Bach, and that was real powerful. So I got off the phone with him, and then she called me, and this is what I'm cleaving. This is what we cleaving on to, brothers. The Hayabah Shemel Shah. All right. It said, and she should bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahweh Shai. So she asked for the real name, and she know the name ain't Jesus. Okay? For this is the point I wanted to get us, because I was trying to say, so we gotta understand that his name, what his name mean, you have to know what his name mean. For he shall save his people, right, from their sins. Okay, so that was the point. What is the point of knowing what his name mean? Not just knowing his name. We know his name is Yahweh Shai, but what do it mean? What is his real name? Right? So I had to go into this. So he's coming to save. Yahweh Shai means he is deliverer. He's the deliverer. He delivers. Okay? Yahweh Shai. Right? So he's coming to save his people from their sins, their transgression. Not everybody. And I explained to her, I said, listen, everybody don't need to be saved. Especially Esau. He got everything. He's already in his, I didn't get into depth with Esau. I actually I was saying the so-called white man, but she got the message on that. So I was explaining. I didn't get into this depth about Yahweh's name, but she said, "I am and I am." I thought his name was I am. No, the verse 15 tell you his name, and he tells Moses to tell the people, this is my name forever, and Yahweh is right there. So it's not I am that I am. That's just like a title. Yahweh is his name. All right. So Exodus chapter 3 verse 15. And God said, moreover, unto Moses, thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, because another thing she went on, she said, oh, the Israelites. I said, so I told her, I said, you're an Israelite too. She got quiet, so who knows what her agenda is, but you can't deny it. When somebody asks you what the name is, you got to push that name. You got to say that name. Hey, I just coming down, getting here back home was really powerful stuff, man. I thought I didn't know what I was going to be going through when I got back here, before I got here. But it was very powerful. You know? And I was watching the brother's video. What's the name of his video? His name of his video is The Spirit Agitates You. Something to the spirit, something to the effect like that. This society agitates us. And I went into the meaning of agitate. Let me let this thing say it. Let the secretary speak. All right, hold on. And it was very, very powerful. Because I do believe, right after I got off the phone with my sister, and somewhere in between there, this video popped up in my feed. The Spirit Agitates. That's the name of the video. Let's see something here. I want to just look at the name of the title of the video again. All right. I'm just rolling the spirit, and for all the things that's happening, you can't even deny what's going down, how it's going down, because I was on the phone with Elder Dabak, right? And I'm driving. I'm on the highway driving. We talking, and all of a sudden, a car swooped my way, and all I heard was, I'm telling you, it had to be something. The spirit, an angel was on that highway. Salaka, give me 1 second. An angel was on the highway, and all I heard was boom, and the car flew back the other way. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm on the phone with Elder Dabak. Oh shit! And I'm like, I speed up, and I see all these cop cars down there. I said, it's a big accident. Now this is day 7. So I'm like, maybe the Lord, maybe it's completed from all my ordeal. Cause I mean, I didn't expect, but I feel when I watched that video, cause I was telling Elder Dabak, I was just watching the brother video from Canada. I think he's from Canada. The spirit agitates. These spirits agitated, and I had all these back problems. In one shot, I was going through hell. You know, a lot of things happened to this point. But Yahweh Shemel Shah wanted to inform me, because the man's going is not of his own. She's called me out of all. A woman too, her go is not of her own. She don't know why she called me. She didn't know. I didn't explain what was going on with me. I didn't tell her nothing. You know? But she called me to inquire of Yahweh Yahushua, our power. So it says, spirit that agitate you. Right? Spirit that agitates you. Spirits that agitate you. So I'm looking for it again. I had to flip the screen. I wanted to see the whole title. And he said a lot in this video, which was very powerful stuff.
Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 2 and 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. What does that mean? Well, that's what Satan is not saying the tempter, so Satan gonna be there, man. He gonna try to agitate.
That was just a part. I was watching the video, but yeah, he's gonna agitate. I feel like I was being agitated through the whole 7 days. I feel like it was a 7 day of agitation. All these things was happening. I didn't know what to do, but pray. And the brothers kept saying, "I'm gonna pray for you. We're gonna pray for you. We're gonna pray for you." And I was able to be comforted through my situation. And based upon this phone call, the Lord said, I'm the one that's you should remind the world about. Keep in mind. So when I got the information, I got the name, the Lord name in my mouth, and I was so happy to explain this to my sister. And It was very powerful. So that was at that moment. So I felt like I was being agitated. Now when I heard this video, it was explaining all my issues I was having for the 7 days. And then he mentioned Job. He said, remember, the Lord made a bet on Job and said, what about Job? He a shoe of evil. You know? Won't you you can do anything you want, but you can't take his life. And that moment, when that car came towards me, this car came towards me. And I when I was on the phone, it was so fast, but it was slow motion. It was fast and slow at the same time. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. But I heard, it came towards me, I heard boom. And it flipped back. I seen the car. I'm talking about, it was like a rubber band. Boom, and it rolled the other way up the hill. It was so freaking fast, and I'm like, what the hell? And I'm on the phone with Elder Bach. We're like, Yahweh, outside, we just praising the Lord. Man, what the hell's going on with you? The brother said, what's going on? I said, I don't know. I'm trying to get home. And the cops was there. I didn't even look back at the accident. I just kept going. And when I said, I gotta go to the bathroom. I had to go sit down. I told the brother I had to regroup my brain. I'm like an hour and some change from my house, coming out of New York, and all this shit is happening. I'm like, what the hell? So the Lord want us to play. The Lord Yahweh Shemel wanted us to proclaim His name. Do you understand? All you people out here, we are warning you of our power. The greatest thing ever. He even made you. He made our enemy. He made our enemies, Akim. So I seen another verse. Jeremiah. So I think it was a prime example of what was happening to me. The Lord wanted all these things to happen to me just to make me an example. You know, he could have destroyed me, man. He could have ripped me apart with the other car, ripped me up. I'm talking about that car came, boom, and went back the other way. I'm on the phone with the Bach, Elder the Bach from Philly. I'm on the phone with him. I'm like, we talking about the video, the agitation video. We chopping it up, and I'm looking. I see the car. Boom! We go flying back. I said, whoa. I didn't know what else to do, man. I was like, I'm screaming at the cops was there. I'm like, oh man, it's a big accident. And they like, what you doing with these little mustaches? I mean, so like, all I seen was little mustaches. It was just a certain things. I was looking at these damn state troopers. They had little ass mustaches. All of them. Little mustaches with big white. They look like YMC. It was so like I'm all over the place right now. But they had little ass mustaches. What you doing? What you doing? They didn't even have no rhythm. They fucking got big guns. And what you doing? Keep going. I'm like, you down here, all y'all down here eating donuts or something, and I'm telling you it was a goddamn car accident. So that was judgment on whatever happened with that. All right, I was shot. Correct me, but with judgment, not in thy anger, lest thou bring me to nothing. So that verse is stuck out right now. So the Lord could have judged me, like anything could have happened, but not in thy anger, Lord. You know, because I know I ain't been, before I got the truth, I was in the streets, man. I don't even know how to be in the streets no more. Shit be happening to me. I be looking at these little wild motherfuckers out here. I don't even know how to be in the streets no more. I don't even know how to be. I don't think I would. I don't think I was tough. But I don't know how to be in the streets no. I be trying to get back in my damn house. I be trying to be inside somewhere hiding. So, you know, the Lord, you know, or doing my delivery, whatever. But I don't know how to be in the streets. So a lot of things, you know, I don't know where I'm at right now. I brought this out, it was clear. But yeah, so I told her, I said, you know, Yahweh Shemel Shah name is right there. It's right here. And he said, let's read this, Salakia. So I was all over the place a little bit, but I think she got the answer because the last thing she said, can you spell it for me? My pleasure. My pleasure. Because that's what it's about. Okay? I want to get a verse. I got to say it. I'm going to say it to this tablet. Strong Tower Bible verse. Yep. It's a lot here. It says, it's just Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. The name of Yahweh Yahushua is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. And that's safety, man. Them names, Yahweh Yahushua, because she's like, oh, you got many names. No, he only got one name. There's no many names. So you got to correct them quick. Boom. No many names. So the Lord told Moses to tell the people who's their power, all right, and who they going to worship, and all the great things the Lord told Moses right here. It says, Exodus chapter 3 verse 15, and Yahweh Yahushua said, moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, the Israelites, the name of the Lord Yahweh Yahushua, the Lord Yahweh, it's Yahweh right now, power of your fathers, and the power of Abraham, and the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. He could have added anybody right there. That's what I told her. You gotta nip it quick. She what she said? She said, he's God of everybody. No, she didn't say that. She said, something to the fact where she's that God, he's God of everybody. I said, no, he's not God. Because right there, he would have told you he's God of everybody. I'm God of these people, of that people, the Ammonites, the Moabites. You could have said everybody. Right now, all these names in the book. Could have said everybody right there. The Yahweh, power of your father, and the power of Abraham, and the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob, has sent me unto you. This is my name, Yahweh. He told you right there, this is my name, the Lord Yahweh. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. So the Lord told you his name right there. And you know what proves it when you go into this, I mean, I can't show you on the screen, but when I'm looking at, it's not hiding. It's not hiding itself. Because everything is written in Assyrian form. And this is important, because right now, this is all capital. The Lord right here is capital. So when you look at the Assyrian Hebrew, it shows you exactly how to pronounce it. And I'm going to go to that real quick. Which is important. It's important. The pronunciation is important. And that's what they don't want you to have. So I'm just looking at Yahweh. When you look at the Syrian Hebrew, you can see the characters. Y-A is Yah. Right? Salaki, I'm trying to see it. Salaki. Because they don't want, this is, well, we got it now. Right? It says Yahweh. Y-A, for the character I'm looking at, is Y-A, Yah. Right? and HA is Ha, and WA is Y. Okay, and HA is Ha. So when you put it together, it's Yahweh. Wa for the WAH, which is what. So you take the last letter off, the vowel off, which is the A. So you wa, Yahweh, which sounds so vigorating. So when she asked me about the name, so I had to tell her about the name Yahweh first, then Yahweh Shah. So it was glorious, man. It was the moment of the Lord telling me, this is what I want you to do, and I got your back. I was like, wow. That's what I was saying. I was like, man. I said, okay, this is what you want me to do. You're always telling me, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm leading by. The Lord's making me an example. He could have destroyed me right then. If you'd have seen this car, coming towards me, and boom! The Wadi Abashim Al-Shah, if I had my elder Dabak on the phone with me at that moment. Because I wouldn't know what to say. You know? But at that moment, I was on the phone, boom! Up, not down, up. Boom, it was like, boom, 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 boom. It was crazy, man. That was some fireistic stuff, bro. I had to go to the bathroom. Man, we're gonna be scarcely saved, bro. So I don't know where I was at. I think I probably lost my train of thought. I just thought about Yahweh. So that's right now, because on my screen, I'm able to see all the alphabets and how to pronounce it and everything. So it's big on my screen. That's why what I just explained, that's his name. And when you go into it, let's go back. When you go into the word Lord, which is Yahweh, Those are the characters. So when you go into it, and they pronounce it wrong, so I'm never gonna go into that. So it says they put Jehovah, right? But it says the existing one, and that's what I told her. She doesn't know. I thought his name was I Am. No, that's another title. His name is the existing one. Right? The proper name, it says it right here. The proper name of the true power. Yahweh. Why? Yahweh Shah. So I didn't really it was just the point, like when she called me and it was this dynamic, and when she asked me, what's Jesus' real name? I mean, that's my little sister. I damn near raised her. So it was powerful, man. You know. So I brought this out that was a little clear, just a little testimony / video. It was a beautiful moment, and I'm home, and Wadi Abashim Al-Shah for getting me back here, and all these things that's happened. It was a lot of stuff that happened, and the Spirit of Abashim Al-Shah wanted me to do His will. I truly believe that. I truly believe He wanted me to do His will. And the Wadi Abashim Al-Shah for the apostles, nails, the great millstone. Shalom to the Akim. Shalom.